Tattoos are images, symbols, or writing made on the skin by inserting dyes into it. The technique for making a tattoo is by inserting a fine needle or pointed object into the skin, then inserting a liquid dye into the puncture mark. Tattoos can be made on human or animal skin. Tattoos have various functions, such as expressions of life experiences, reminders of certain events, body decoration, expressions of religiosity, therapy, relaxation, talismans, sex appeal, personal security, and covering wounds. Tattoo. Tattoo is an art, but in some countries, tattoos are also believed to be a cure. Tattoo, in my opinion, not all look good with tattoos. So in some countries, only tattoos are widely used. For example, countries with a majority of white skin will look very good if they have tattoos. But if the people of India, Africa, Arabia, I think it will not look attractive if they use tattoos. In some Islamic countries, many do not use tattoos, because for them, tattoos are forbidden. Yes, it all comes back to each of us. In Asia, in Japan, tattoos greatly influence their dignity. For example, Yakuza. The figure of the Yakuza is depicted as a person covered in tattoos, not just any picture on the body. It turns out, Yakuza tattoos have different pictures and meanings. Here's the meaning. One of the identities of the Yakuza is the tattoos carved on their bodies. Every member of the Yakuza must have a tattoo, which is usually typical and identical to the Japanese gangster. However, the tattoo is not just any picture. The process of making it is not arbitrary and uses a special technique called irizumi. Irizumi in Japanese refers to the traditional tattoo style favored by Yakuza members. The word irizumi means ink pump. Each tattoo has a different meaning, mostly spiritual or decorative. Irizumi tattoos are created manually by hand, so the process is expensive and painful. This technique is very dangerous and painful because it is pumped directly into the skin. With this technique, it can also prove the courage of the Yakuza group. Tattooed with the irizumi technique, the Yakuza prove their courage and prove that their money is abundant. The price for one tattoo with this method is not cheap, while becoming an irizumi artist is also not easy. In a few years, they have to clean the room and prepare the equipment, spending an hour a day to watch the tattoo experts. When they are mature, they are allowed to become irizumi artists. Irizumi artists use bamboo dipped in Nara ink, then stab it into the skin of their clients. This method is very time-consuming and expensive. It takes 10 years to complete and only for tattooing the Yakuza gang. In Yakuza culture, tattoos are also not arbitrary. Each tattoo represents power, status, girlfriends, wives, even mistresses. Yakuza who tattoo their bodies prove their loyalty, like samurai who were tattooed when they died. Their clothes were taken so they could still identify themselves. Among the most popular and typical tattoos is the image of a dragon, which represents power, aggression, and money. Dragons are dangerous creatures but can save the gods. Second is the koi fish, which represents courage. In Japanese mythology, koi are fish that swim to turn into dragons. Third is the phoenix. In Yakuza culture, this symbolizes rebirth and victory. Last is the snake. This image represents protection against evil and the desire for good health. In addition to animal tattoos, there are also plant and oni, demon tattoos. It is believed that this oni tattoo symbolizes that the Yakuza have powers obtained from the devil. It is believed that in Japanese culture, Oni punishes other demons and spreads disease everywhere. In general, tattoos by the Yakuza group are hidden under their coats. Only certain parts are not tattooed, such as the front. This is done to hide their identity that they are a Yakuza.